this world, I'm a cute little Allay, working hard for the player, gathering and collecting anything and everything they need. Until one day, I decide I'm tired of only going on adventures for others. I decide it's time I do something for myself for once, and I run away from the place I once called home. However, I face many challenges, like coming face to face with the copper golem beast, who, by the way, despises Allays. Will this new life on my own be everything I expected it to be? And will this glare help me remember exactly where I came from and how I became such a cute little creature? Stay tuned to find out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so that you know when I upload next. We are halfway to 100,000 subscribers, and with your help, I think we can do it. On my first day out on my own, I was lucky enough to stumble upon a village area. And as I had nothing to my name during this fresh start, I found it pretty awesome that these villagers were so generous and just let me take all of their precious valuables. I was able to collect tons of food, lots of iron ore, and even some weapons to protect myself throughout this journey. After raiding, taking the villagers' kind donations, I flew off to find where my next adventure might take me. Not long after, I found this stone structure in the middle of the forest. There was no button to open the door, and I had no pickaxe. But I soon remembered that I am absolutely tiny and I can fit through the top block. Down there was, well, I'm not entirely sure. There were tons of different rooms that seemed to all have their own purpose. As there were iron golems protecting the area, I assumed some villagers might be lurking somewhere, but I wasn't able to find them. I still had no pickaxe, but I wanted to be sure I wasn't missing out on anything cool, so yes, I broke the iron bars with my fist. Not once, but twice. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything cool in the area, so I flew around and explored a bit for the rest of the night. The next day, I noticed some glowing squids, so I said hi. Us new mobs gotta stick together, right? However, I am in fact not a squid, and I cannot breathe underwater. While flying around, I noticed this cool looking building. A little side note, since I'm a mob, none of these bad guys really care about me whatsoever. So exploring these areas and taking everything they have isn't really too much of a struggle. Don't worry though, you guys know I love a challenge, so I like to provoke the baddies anyway. Unfortunately, this one kinda disappeared, so I decided to just dip. Regardless as to if I'm a person or an Allay, I still need wood, so I did chop down just a little bit of it. I flew around for the rest of the day until I eventually found this strange but huge and beautiful structure. I obviously had to check it out and see what I could snatch from it. Nothing too exciting, but you know what is exciting? This floating island. Yes, a floating island. How sitting, as you know, I fly and stuff. Today must have been my lucky day because there was literally an entire house built on top of the island. How convenient. Wait, there is literally a zombie on my roof. You have got to go. Now, if the house wasn't great enough, the chests inside were filled with some insane loot. Whoever lived here before must have been rolling in the dough. Although I do plan on upgrading this house, like, a lot, I did decide to go ahead and set up camp here as it was gonna make my first days out on my own a lot easier. And finally, I was able to get some shut-eye. The next day was pretty chill. I did some more exploring and I came across a shipwreck in which I found a treasure map. Besides that, I just did a whole bunch of nothing. The next day, however, I decided I better go mining a little bit so that I'm a little less poor. Since I'm an Allay, I do have this amazing ability to find items that I hold. It's basically a built-in X-ray in my DNA. As long as I already have a piece of the ore, I can easily find it anywhere in the cave, making my life a whole lot easier. That night, I went back home and I went to sleep. The next day, I noticed something overwhelmingly large in the ocean, and it seemed to be bones? I wonder what killed this ginormous creature and how long the bones had been here. Well, the world may never know. But there was a chest with some mediocre stuff in it. While flying around, I noticed something far in the distance. Oh my god. This place is insane. Honestly, this place was pretty dead, and it didn't seem like anyone was inhabiting it anymore. These villagers don't count. Their village just is kind of, you know, like, mixed into the castle. I don't know. This place was huge, and I didn't want to miss anything valuable. I ended up finding this room of literal iron blocks. Nobody was living here anyway, so I might as well just take it. For safekeeping, you know. Ooh! I'll take these. Okay, what's in this? Looting, lure. Ooh. Eventually, I found this main throne area. This place was amazing. Okay, I do kind of look good here. I noticed some levers, and after switching them on, a secret door opened. Down there was a chest with a whole bunch of valuables. Whoever held this throne here before must have kept all of the secret down here.
Psst! Hey you.
Huh?
I've seen you taking all my stuff.
I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was still living here. I can give it back.
No, I don't care about that. Instead, I want to ask, you want to do something for me?
Something like...
So here's the deal. There's this guy, Chad. Copper Chad. A few decades back, he took something that I cherish very, very, very much, and I want it back.
So why don't you just go and get it?
Chad is, you know, he's a Chad. He's pretty strong, and he's literally made of copper. Look at me. Could you go get my item back from him? I'd pay you.
Pay me how?
Memories. Did you think that you were always in Allay? We all have a history. I can show you yours.
Okay, I'll do it. Where can I find him?
Come on. You're in Allay. You can find him without my help. Kidding! Here's his coordinates. Good luck!
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Glitz.
The next day, I once again flew around the weird underground tunnels. I had a gut feeling that I had been missing something, so I went back down. I could hear mobs coming from inside the wall, so I mined through to discover a very, very strange place filled with piglins and other mobs. There were tons of chests, but also a lot of mobs. Since they didn't mind because I'm one of them, I continued to take anything valuable from the chests. The loot here was even better than what the castle had. I began shooting at some of the creatures, but I quickly ran out of arrows. I was absolutely no match to try to take on hundreds of mobs, so I dipped. I went back home and I was now too rich for my inventory to handle. So I made literal blocks out of my diamond. Rich girl things. I also crafted myself a full set of diamond armor and tools. I wanted to do enchantments, so I traveled back to the castle to collect some, as this was going to be much easier than finding sugarcane and going through all that nonsense. I didn't really have a room big enough for the enchantment setup, so I made this little corner work. Don't worry, my house will be upgraded soon. I promise. I didn't have many levels, so the enchantments were low tier, and I had to go fight some mobs in order to get even more levels, in which I almost died. I enchanted the rest of my stuff, and I decided I was ready to fight Chad. I mean, the copper golem dude. Whatever. Unfortunately, the trip wasn't a short one. Along the way, I ran into a witch, whom I promptly killed because she was looking at me a little too weird. I felt like Glitz had sent me on a wild goose chase, as this place was incredibly dead. Okay, I don't think anyone is here. Hello? Hello? There he was, the copper golem, aka Chad, who Glitz had sent me after. Suddenly, he began attacking me. And with one last hit, his head kind of fell off. And he dropped the item. Are you kidding me? After traveling back to the castle, I found Glitz to deliver. Glitz, here's your moldy fruit salad. I can't believe you sent me to fight him to get this. I almost died.
It's magical fruit salad. Thank you very much.
Okay, whatever. So my memories?
Oh, no. I need something else.
What? That wasn't the deal.
I have some beef with this other guy. His name is Ba.
Ba?
Yeah, Ba. I need you to bring me as a head. Then I can help you.
Whatever. How does one find Ba?
Oh, it's super easy. You're just gonna need to find 12 eyes, all in different locations, and then you're gonna have to complete some puzzles, blah, 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 blah. Insert the eyes, jump in, and bam! Easy, huh?
Glitz thankfully provided me with the location of all the eyes, but this was going to be a challenge. On my way back home, I decided it was the perfect opportunity to upgrade my house. I went ahead and collected lots of wood, but I was feeling really bored and I saw the perfect opportunity to cure the boredom. Continuing my way home, I found a huge skeleton. Like, that's definitely at least 2 times as big as I am. I I also found a literal floating blimp in the air, so I went to check it out. Unfortunately, this place was very lame. However, there was a desert pyramid right below it, which happened to be one of the locations for the eyes. Okay, let's see if Glitz was telling the truth. There it is, the first eye. I was going to be needing amethyst for my build, and a second location was a chest in a mine shaft. So after digging down, I almost immediately found it. Maybe this won't be so bad after all. I then went ahead and collected lots and lots of amethyst for my house. And now, it's time to break this bad boy down. It is never fun moving loot from chests over to different locations. While building my house, I got interrupted by these very annoying phantoms. Why do you even exist? Okay, that's a lot of mobs. After killing all the monsters on top, I could hear more coming from somewhere else, and oh my god. Okay, I can hear like 100 mobs inside my house. Okay, please don't blow, please don't blow, please don't blow. Okay, please don't blow up. Okay, you're definitely not gonna blow up, right? Okay, house tour time. Okay, so this is my door. Little cabinets, nothing in it. Okay, so up the stairs, I have some lovely paintings. Over here's my chest area. I love Minecraft. Up here, I have my enchantment room and a free skeleton. Okay, wait, what is that? What is that? Okay, please die, please die, please die, please die. Please. Oh my god. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the Nether, but I would be needing some special ore from bastions to craft a particular eye, as well as obtain wither heads in order to spawn the wither for another eye. This is gonna be fun. Okay, maybe this will actually be fun. The Nether was much more beautiful than I remembered it being, with amazing, beautiful scenery and oddly gorgeous creatures. Well, hello there. Okay, this place is honestly super gorgeous. After finding a fortress, I remembered another one of the eyes could be hidden in a chest here. And man, it took me a very long time to find one, but I eventually did. I then began fighting every single wither skeleton I saw because I would need not one, not two, but 3 heads. Not fun, but achievable. After getting all 3 heads, I continued exploring the mesmerizing dimension until I finally found a bastion. Now, the piglins here were kind of freaking out and going absolutely insane, so I didn't want to be here longer than I had to. The ore was not easy to find, but I did eventually stumble upon it, and I took every piece I could find. Okay, I cannot get over this. This is so pretty. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. Whoa, look at these crystals. Hello again. Wait, what is this? Hello. Whoa, it's an entire city. Back home, skeletons were trying to overtake my island, and Bye! I continued on my search of the eyes, and the next stop was this igloo. Please have it, please have it, please have it. Yes! Oh my god, are those glow squids? Oh my god. Hello, I'm gonna join you. Hi. Okay, bye. After lots of flying around, I finally found a jungle pyramid, and I'm kind of short, so the arrows didn't even hit me. And I got the eye. Time to go. Another eye I would be needing is in buried treasure. So I went back home to find one of the maps I had found earlier, and I went on a little treasure hunt. I really suck at digging for these, but somehow I did it first try. Inside was the black eye. Ouch. Fittingly, there was a pirate ship right beside the treasure, so I went inside to collect any goodies they may be hiding away. The next eye comes from an evoker, so after finding a woodland mansion, I began searching all of the rooms for one. Okay, I think this is some kind of, like, secret room or something. Okay, this better be good. And a lead. Whatever, I'll take it. Somewhere on the second floor, I found a room of a couple of evokers, and without hesitation, I began attacking them. I didn't need more than one, and this guy almost killed me, so I decided to just go ahead and go on my way. While flying around, I came upon an outpost, and honestly, I couldn't remember if this place had an eye or not, but there was no harm in checking, right? I thought it was way too easy just to fly up there and go check, so first I killed all of the pillagers. Then I set the iron golem free. They also had this guy locked away, and I don't really know what he did, but go free, dude. There was indeed an eye inside. While searching for the next eye, I came across another one of these dark areas, but the loot was unimpressive. I also flew by this colorful but much more lame building. Although not my intentions, I found myself in the midst of a raid, and I felt a desire to help the villagers. So along with the iron golem, I began fighting the raiders. Okay, this is the real strat to kill these guys. The raid was not ending, although I couldn't find anyone else. Unfortunately, I accidentally ended up bringing even more pillagers into the camp. Whoops. Eventually, we seemingly killed all of them. It said there were 2 more, but I couldn't find them anywhere, and I just kind of, went on my way. I did enough for today's work. Next up, I would be needing to kill an elder guardian. I had no way of breathing underwater, so I brought doors. The ultimate lifesaver for water breathing. Thankfully, it didn't take too long to find one of these guardians, but unfortunately, their damage was significant. I continued fighting him and going back for air. I almost died a few times in the process. Eventually, though, I killed him and I collected the eye. On my way to find a cave to spawn the wither in, I actually found another home of one of the eyes, a special witch hut. Luckily, it was a witch hut with no witch, so I easily took the eye. The last eye I would be needing was one from killing the wither, so first I found a cave to spawn him in. But much more excitingly than that were axolotls! Okay, fish, are you needing assistance? Oh no. So of course I collected as many as I could find. After doing so, it was time for the moment that I was definitely not looking forward to. I placed the soul sand down, and I put down 1, 2, 3 heads. With the totem of undying in my hand, I waited for the wither to be ready. And bam! Instantly, the totem saved my life. I nearly died numerous times as my health was low to begin with. But eventually, I defeated him. After killing these annoying zombies, I collected the eye and the star. I was now ready to find the portal. I went ahead and repaired my armor and tools so that I wouldn't have to worry about them later on. I then collected all the eyes and I went on my next adventure to finding the portal. And thankfully, the eyes don't break. I also found this insane city, which is apparently Las Vegas? I flew around some of the buildings, hoping to find some stacks of cash, but there wasn't really much of anything. Still, the place was gorgeous, and I enjoyed looking around. I continued throwing my eyes until finally they seemed to have led me to the portal. I dug down until I found a room, and then I began pressing buttons, but nothing happened. I remembered Glitz had told me I would need to complete some kind of puzzles to find the portal room. I began searching all of the rooms in an attempt to find the first puzzle. Upon opening this door, I found myself in a room filled with water and, okay, I can't get out. I'm gonna drown. There were no air pockets. Okay, thank God. Nope. Okay, so this is obviously the puzzle room. Nothing over here. Oh, wait, what's this? Bam. Oh! Lever. Nice! I walked around finding myself in a literal maze. Side note, I hate mazes and I suck at them. Eventually, I came across a lever, so the only logical thing was to pull it. I heard it move something, but I couldn't tell where. I continued running through all the halls, and way too long later, I found the passage that had opened up. This hallway led me into the next puzzle room. I wasn't entirely sure what to do, but after pressing this button, the wall moved backwards, and I could go below. There were hoppers in each corner, so I assumed I must need to throw something in each of them. Okay, what do I need? Maybe this does something? Okay, do it again. Oh! Okay, wait, the lava's gone. Oh, it's this! Okay, so we'll throw this in here. Throw this in here. Wait, no. Okay, throw this. Alright, and this one here. After completing the puzzle, the last door opened into the portal room. I then put in each of the eyes in order to complete the portal and traveled to kill Ba. After making it to the end, I finally understood Ba's name. He's a literal giant sheep. After defeating Ba, I still needed to collect his eye to bring to Glitz. I collected his egg, although I'm not sure when sheep began laying eggs, and then I traveled through one of these portals. After doing so, I found myself in a very spooky area. Here, I was surrounded by very creepy shadow people. I noticed a small floating house, so I went to check it out, but empty. Cool. Figured. I continued traveling to find an end city, and there was one incredibly nearby. I went ahead and collected some of the loot, although I didn't really need it at this point. And then I flew over to the ship to collect the sheep's head. Okay, he definitely looks a little different here, but that's okay. We're just gonna ignore that. The end was far too beautiful to ignore, so I did do some exploration to see some of what it had to offer. After finding myself back at the portal, I decided it was time to end this adventure, and I jumped in. Ooh, credits. I'm definitely gonna sit here and watch all of the crap. Back in the overworld, I traveled to visit Glitz one more time, giving him the sheep's head or dragon head or whatever.
But looks different than I remember.
Okay, so you're gonna make me remember, right?
Right. When you go to sleep tonight, you'll remember. Probably.
Probably? What do you mean probably?
No. Definitely. You'll definitely remember. Allays are beautiful creatures. I know you think you were living for someone else, but I promise you, that's not the case. Your purpose is something much more amazing. That's why you won the Minecraft mob vote.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Okay, shoo. I have some brooding to do.
Back home, I did some final adjustments to my house. After going to bed, I remembered. I was someone before this. I ended up somewhere bright and beautiful, surrounded by lots of allays. There, one gave me a choice. I could stay there with them or return to the overworld to provide help and assistance to those in need. They explained I could be someone who others relied on for help and adventure. I made the choice to do this. After waking up, I knew my purpose now. I wasn't meant to go on adventures by myself. What I did before, it wasn't me serving someone. It was me helping others who needed me. Although I enjoyed the time I had on my own, it was time to go back to my home. Me and the player have lots of work to do. I want to give a quick shout out to all of my YouTube members, Fox vs. You, Aspa, Athena, and Rise. I appreciate you guys so much and thank you for all of your support.